Alright, what's going on, Forgotten Nation? I'm your host, FG. Welcome back to some more Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Last we left off, we took back the bananas that Dr. Badboon had stolen from us, and peace returned to the village once more. That's the end of story mode and the main game. So what else does Super Monkey Ball Deluxe have to offer? Well, besides the challenge mode that we'll be getting into much later in the LP, there's another reason that Super Monkey Ball is so well known even to this day. And it's outside of the main game. It's the party games. And the party games are essentially a minigame collection of several different variations of Super Monkey Ball set to, ideally you could call them minigames or even based on real life games. So as you can see, some based on the icons alone, we have soccer, we got bowling, we got golf. It's all here, and there's a lot of variety to be found. But with Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, they went a step further. So as you see here, we have 12 games. These are the same 12 games as featured in Super Monkey Ball 2. In the original Super Monkey Ball, there's only 6 games, represented by the top half of the screen. And so with Super Monkey Ball 2, not only did they improve those games, but they added 6 more, the 6 represented on the bottom of the screen. But in Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, being essentially a deluxe package, it contains everything from the series up to this point. Which means not only do you have all the mini games, but you even have different variations of the mini games. Some of which are ideally based on a version 1 and version 2, but there are also games that essentially are the same in terms of gameplay and style. So what they did there was essentially include different modes, different levels, as well as different power-ups per se, for each game respectively. Which makes this overall the best way to play the party games in the series to this day. And while later games in the series would have more party games, I would say that the core 12 right here are the go-to, even today in 2019. So, to start off the rest of this LP, we're going to be focusing on these party games here, and we're going to be taking a look at some of the variations as well as what they have to offer. So, let's just get straight into it with the first game. And the best way to show this off is the Grand Prix, which means we're going to be taking on all the stages that each version has to offer. So we have version 1, which is based on the original Super Monkey Ball, and version 2, which is based on Super Monkey Ball 2. Each version has different stages, and I'd argue that Monkey Ball 2 is the much harder version, but that's just my opinion. It can be different for anyone per se, but I do think that version 2 is a lot harder. But for now, let's just stick with version 1. And of course, there's only one of me, so we're going to choose one player. And you know we gotta go with I. We just have to. And the only thing left worth mentioning besides the gameplay itself is the items. So, there's essentially 2 types, Type 1 and Type 2. Or you can just turn it off and go based on skill alone. But Type 1 is a reduced version of Type 2, which means it's going to reduce some of the abilities. And I don't know if this is based on because Super Monkey Ball didn't have some items as shown in Super Monkey Ball 2, but I would argue that the best way to play is Type 2, just because it adds a little more to the game itself. So for both versions, we're going to be focusing on Type 2. With that in mind, let's start the game. So, loading into it, we have the first world, and these worlds are based on the original Monkey Ball. So, first is Jungle Circuits. And despite its appearance, this is not the first world of Monkey Ball 2. This is completely different. That was never seen in the story mode of this game. So, let's just focus on the stage right now. So, this stage is based on a curved rectangle. Pretty simple stuff overall. We have 5 laps, of course, and we're going to focus on trying to get to first place and hopefully survive in the process. As any racing game goes, of course we have power-ups, which means we're going to want to try to use them on some of the computers in order to take our spot in first place. Many of which are based on projectiles, which means that those are in front of us, we'll be able to take them down and stun them, hopefully, to be able to pass them. But then you have some of your basic abilities as well, such as the speed boost here. But we just got stunned from behind, as we saw before. So let's just keep going. So you got your power-ups, you got your speed boost, and you have some unique levels. And overall, I would say this is a better racing game than most of them. As a matter of fact, this isn't even meant to be a full-blown game. This is a mini-game, by the way. For games where you pay $60 just to race, I would say this already has way more content compared to those ones. But let's just keep going. So we've got this ice cube here. We're going to try to blast up ahead. We missed, of course, but still good. We have missiles that we're going to be using in a second. They're all going to go to first place, by the way. So let's just keep going forward. So now we got this weird dodecahedron shape, I suppose. I know it's based on like a 10-sided dice or whatever, but I'll call it the polygon. But hey, that's first place already. So we're doing really good. By the way, I have been reading some of the comments in the older videos, and I was told in one of them that I talk way too much. So we're going to try to focus from this point on not to talk too much unless I have to. But anyways, up next is Aqua Opera. This one's also based on a, you could essentially say it's a giant circle. And the only obstacle, of course, is the middle parts here. They don't kill you or damage you, but they are bumps in the road that will slow you down. So let's keep going. The easiest way to keep going faster is to avoid them, but the hardest thing is making sure that you do not go out of bounds. In version 1, there will always be bumpers before the end of each lap. This is fixed in version 2, by the way, but I don't know. There's something about this that I really don't like, that just sitting right there at the end of the laps. It can really make or break your gameplay. Say you're in first place, you bump into it, you go out of bounds. It's gonna be pretty hard to get back in the first place. Almost like that. But looks like we just got passed by Gon, so let's focus now and try to get past him. Alright. Careful now. Keep going. Alright, we're doing good. Oh, by the way, for every lap, we actually get some extra time as shown on the top right. As long as you're in the top 3, it shouldn't matter. But if you find yourself within, like, the bottom 3, then there's a chance that you may actually run out of time before you even make it to the end of the lap. So it's not a big deal as long as you're actually doing good. And luckily, we're doing really good right now. We're still in first place, and we're actually way ahead of the competition. Alright, but let's keep going. Yeah, we're doing really good. Stay within the course. And goal. Alright, we're actually doing really good right now. Well, that's first place. We're gonna keep the gold going. And we're gonna say goodbye to this underwater world, which looks a lot like the one from Super Monkey Ball 2, but it's not. Up next is the Frozen Highway. I don't know what you'd call this shape. It almost looks like it's like a chair, or someone's like sitting on a chair. I don't know. But it's unique. It's unique. A lot more emphasis on speed with this stage compared to the others. And this is when you really want to use the speed boost. But let's just try to focus on the items and, of course, trying to get in the lead. Alright. Watch out for the bumpers! Ah! Alright, bumpers. Oh, come on. Alright, so here's an ability that was found in Super Monkey Ball 2, where if you use it, you'll grow up to a giant size and move a little faster. Or just roll right out of here. But it's good if you're trying to bump into the enemies, because it has the power to knock them off the stage. And that's good, especially in competitive play, if you find yourself within, like, the bottom 3, and you're really trying to catch up. But alright, we can do this. That's second right now, because he just fell. Oh! Why? Alright. Bumpers. Alright, so let's use it again. No, missile. Oh, come on, spinning stick. Here we go. Alright, let's keep up. Alright, we got this. We're gonna keep speeding on ahead. Careful now. It may not look bad here, but with version 2 especially, there's a lot more sharp turns, to a point where you actually feel like you're going a lot slower as opposed to version 1. Based on how you prefer to play, if you like a lot more speed, I would say version 1 is a lot better than version 2, but I would say that version 2 is a little more iconic because of its stage choices. But he was too far away to use the bomb, so I don't think we're going to get first place. Maybe. Nope. But alright. Second place is still good. That is still good. So, give me the silver. Gonna do a stance. Alright, so Sky Downtown is my favorite stage. So essentially in the background we have like these diners going on where you actually see some monkeys dancing to I want to say a jukebox based on the design, looking like it's like from the 60s. And underneath us is actually a downtown city with a nice, yep, and it looks just like that. It kind of reminds me of, more recently, the Rainbow Road based on Nintendo 64, the remake in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I really like how it's got like the city underneath and it's like nighttime, so you see like the lights and everything. I don't know, something about it that I think is really cool. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite stage out of the bunch. And this one, there's a lot of circles happening, and I would say this is probably the longest stage of version 1, which means you gotta be pretty careful. Alright. We're not gonna be able to catch up at this rate, but we gotta watch out. This is the stage where there's actually an exploit if you're able to pull it off with the abilities that the others use on you. Should you end up getting struck by them with one of the abilities, say a missile, say the 10-sided cube, and you're at a point where you're able to cross over where the course itself is on the left side, you can actually essentially overlap the course itself and become way further ahead of the competition. Which, in terms of speedrunning, shaves off a lot of time. But in terms of competitive play, that's like a guaranteed first place. So say like right there, if they were to use an ability on me and I managed to get on the other side there, instantly in the lead. But I've only been able to pull it off only once, and that was by pure luck. So I don't know if it's going to happen here. See, kind of like that, but it's not just a matter of just bouncing over there, it's got to actually try to land there. So you can't just bounce there and expect to automatically be in the lead. You have to be able to stay there. Alright, let's keep moving. Ah, too fast. Oh, the timer. Come on, we got 5 seconds. There we go. Alright, so we got a minute to win it. Oh, come on! Alright, we gotta catch up with the competition. Careful! No! Down to the city below! Oh! Alright. No! Speed! Okay. Wow. Okay, that's actually good. We got 2 speed boost. Okay, keep going. Don't go too fast now, or it's gonna send me flying out of here like that. Alright, let's get some momentum back again. I'm gonna use these missiles. Yeah, here we go. Whoa! Aye, from above. And we out of here. Oh, that's not good. Still a chance. It's gonna be 3rd place! Yeah! Thank you, bumpers! Yeah! Oh my gosh, I actually got saved by the bumpers. Alright, 3rd place. And of course, I lost the 2 other IIs in front of me. With 6 players, you know there's gonna be duplicates, but come on now. 2 of the same character? That makes like... pretty sure there's like 3 II now. Alright, but anyways, this next stage, I actually missed the name there, but for this one, the only real gimmick is these domes here. And the domes can either make or break your run. Because if you get stuck in the domes, you have to rely on the speed boost in order to get to the other side. And once you're outside of it, essentially you're just trying to make sure you don't fall off the, over here, per se. But alright. So here comes the sharp turn that scares me the most. Just like that. Very scary stuff, by the way. But let's just keep going. Speed boost and try to catch up. Alright, here comes the bump. And it just got knocked right down here. Alright, so speed boost all the way back up. Alright, now we're moving. Oh, we missed. I'm trying to think of the name. I want to call it a decahedron? Is that the name of the cube? That or it's just a polygon, a corrupted polygon. Alright. I'm gonna get to a larger size here. Whoa, come on! There goes the momentum. Alright, get back up there. Alright, now we're moving. Alright. Let's gain some speed. Alright, still a chance for first. Careful here. There we go. Alright, one more lap to go. Goodbye, aye aye. Oh, and we... Oh, come on! Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Yep. Zoom... Oh, no! Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Wow, okay. That's lucky. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, keep going. Careful of the sharp turn now. Alright, first place. Okay, I would like to think that we have enough points for a guaranteed gold at this point. At least I think so. Alright, we're doing good. We're actually doing good. Alright, so it's time for the last round. This is the Speed Desert, which, kind of like the one stage in the main game, we actually see it's based on the AV logo. Remember that AV is essentially the original makers of the series. So that includes the original Monkey Ball and Super Monkey Ball 2. And although SEGA would go on to make the games later on, including this deluxe port, I think it's worth mentioning that AV should be well known for the Monkey Ball series, even if it's associated with SEGA as a franchise now. Because you could tell that there really is a pretty big difference in the games later on, as opposed to the original series. And I don't mean just from like a design choice, the updated looks of the characters and the environments, but even just the feel of it alone seems like it's different nowadays as opposed to what AV did with these original games. Maybe it's just nostalgia talking, but I don't know, it does feel like there is a pretty I wouldn't call it big, but there is a difference between the original series and the newer games, per se. Alright, but we got a lot of sharp turns here. I would like to think the V is the hardest part, though sometimes you get stuck on the A. Luckily, there's only 2 laps because it's bigger, so let's just keep going. Alright, as long as we don't get hit by any power-ups like missiles, we should be fine. And we're gonna try, come on! Yeah! Shortcut! I just get the entire inside of the A. Alright, let's keep going. Nope, no! It didn't. No! Oh my... It just... What? So remember I was saying with the downtown stage, how you're able to exploit? Well, you just saw a reverse exploit. Instead of helping me, it just doomed me. And now I think we're catching up slowly, but still. Why? I had the lead, and it just bumped me all the way back down to 6. I caught up though, but why? Alright. We're going though. Oh, we outie. Alright, but we're right here. So we should be able to win this. Nice and easy. By the way, those billboards were actually advertising one of the later party games, the Billards. But alright, even after that heart attack, we actually made it back in the first place. So yeah, that's guaranteed gold. And at the end of gold, the only thing that awaits is an award ceremony. So alright, we won. First place, looking good. Got the gold. And I'm going to show off this animation. Every character in first place has a different animation. Eyes, he gets the trophy stuck on his head. It's fun. It's fun. But alright, that's version 1 of Monkey Racing Deluxe. So stay tuned as we check out version 2, which contains all the stages from Super Monkey Ball 2. And I would say that the nostalgia factor is a lot stronger with that version in mind, just because it's the one that I'm sure many of which, including myself, have grown up with the most. So, stay tuned next time as we check out version 2. And if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like and comment below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. But we got the gold, baby! Gold!